Look around. Global economies are gasping, drowning in the chaos they've created, and you feel it, don't you? The frustration of watching endless crises, bailing out dying industries while chipping away at your own future. The anger when governments preach green but bail out coal, when billion-dollar funds claim to care but pour capital into the same broken systems that wreck the planet and your portfolio. It's maddening. You see the disconnect, the blind greed pretending to be progress, and it feels like no one truly understands that the old rules are killing us all. But here's what nobody tells you. The future isn't in empty promises or recycled ideas. It's in the raw, untamed power of green investments, not as a charity, not as a trend, but as a weapon to save global economies and rebuild wealth with purpose and precision. Real capital, real change, real returns. The kind that forces entire markets to bend and evolve. And this isn't some soft ideal, it's a brutal game changer, and you're the player who can rewrite the rules. You've been trapped in a system designed to cage you with smoke and mirrors. The fossil fuels that powered the last century are the chains tightening around all economies now. Inflation, unemployment, climate disasters, they're symptoms of a system that refuses to adapt. But green investments break those chains. They're a lever, a disruptor, a scalpel that cuts through the fat of outdated industries to expose untapped growth pockets. Renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, carbon capture, green tech innovation, these aren't buzzwords. They're your battlefield and front line. Here's the cold, hard truth. To survive and rise, you must shift capital ruthlessly. That means no more token gestures, full reallocation of your portfolio toward companies that don't just promise green, but prove it in their balance sheets and boards. Hunt for innovators who turn waste into wealth, pollution into profit, and regulation into opportunity. Stop waiting for governments to catch up. They're the slowest players at the table. Move faster, smarter, and with absolute conviction. But it's not just about where you put your money. It's how you think. Green investment demands a new mindset, one that tears down old category thinking. Don't see sectors as fixed. See them as evolving organisms. Don't treat climate as risk alone. Treat it as the biggest chance to outpace the competition. Partner with founders who aren't just eco-friendly, but radically efficient, obsessed with solving problems that most call impossible. This is the meritocracy of the next era, where only the ruthless and the visionary survive. Here's the secret weapon few use. Leverage your network not for petty deals, but to synchronize forces, founders, investors, leaders alike. Create alliances that aren't just transactional, but catalytic. Share insights that disrupt markets and expose new frontiers, because green investment isn't a solo race, it's a collective evolution. Real influence happens when you combine capital with intelligence, speed, and courage. Build these connections fiercely, like your future depends on them, because it does. And never forget, green investments aren't the end game. They're the path to an economy that can transcend its own limitations. A system where capital breathes sustainable life into all its parts, where growth isn't theft from tomorrow, but investment in endless becoming. This is the new capitalism with a purpose. A capitalism that won't settle for survival, but demands liberation. You're not here to follow the herd into old oblivion. You're here to build an economy that serves the few ready to become many, that elevates creativity and power over politics and complacency. So act now. Strip your processes from outdated biases, purge portfolios that weigh you down, and ignite your investments on the fuel of transformation. Demand transparency, demand accountability, and demand the impossible. Be brutal. Be relentless. Your economy is starving for this revolution. Let your capital be the force that doesn't just save global economies, but makes them thrive beyond all limits. The green wave is coming. Will you ride it or be crushed by it? There's no room for doubt anymore, only for the fierce, the awake, and the ones who dare.